Welcome to Share the Knowledge. In our today's video, we will see how to perform matrices function in MATLAB. Already in our previous videos, we see how to perform arithmetic operations for normal variables and matrices. Okay. So before going into our video, we will see what are the different types of matrices functions. Before that, we just understand what is a function. Okay, function is an also similar kind of a program, lines of code. Instead of writing the same lines of code for repetitively in a single program, we make those lines of code under the title of one file name, and whenever we require that lines of code, we call that program. Okay, with that file name we call that program by giving some inputs. Okay, that we call it as a function. To represent what are the inputs, we give it in the function braces, we will see later. Okay, in matrices, when coming to the matrices function, we perform various types of functions, I mean various types of operations in matrix, like calculating the inverse, rank and det, and eigenvalues, like that. So okay, so we normally perform theoretically determinant, all those things. How to we perform those things in our MATLAB with single line? Okay, with single line of instruction, how we are going to perform. Apart of that, how to make a identity matrix or null matrix and unity matrices in our MATLAB, we will see in today's video. Okay, so these are some matrices function. We perform these functions in our MATLAB. Okay, so I'm not explaining how to open this MATLAB and how to create a folder, all those things. We can see those things in our previous videos. Okay, firstly, we perform instruction by instruction. In our first instruction, to calculate our identity matrix. So identity matrix is nothing but in our rows, in our diagonal, whatever the diagonal is there we are having the ones and the rest of the thing will be zeros. Okay, so already we know that our our MATLAB is an case sensitive thing, so mostly use the small letters for our functions. Okay, whenever I gave this function, I'm having different types of inputs. Okay, either we can give the single input or two inputs, and size of the matrix, or different things. Okay, we will see one by one. Okay, if I want to uh, execute, okay, if I want to have a 3 by 4 identity matrix, actual identity matrix will be available for square matrix. We will see how it will be resembles. Okay, if I give this one as a name, my input, it gives, if there is in a fourth row also, it will be the one here. Okay, so it is for when I give the rows and columns. Okay, I go for a square matrix here now. Okay, when I give the square matrix, this is the thing. Okay, so instead of rows and columns, we can also give the size of the matrix. This will be applicable only for the square matrices, because when I go for the 3 by 3 matrix, the size of the matrix is nothing but 3. Okay, okay, this is the thing how we are finding our identity matrix. Okay, so I'm clearing my screen. Okay, so under same lines, we are performing two more functions, that is ones and zeros. Previously we are performing for a rectangular matrix, later square matrix, and next a single single size of the matrix. Here also we will see for null matrix as well as unity matrix. So already we know for unity matrix all the elements of the matrix will be ones. Okay, here also I'm just giving rows and columns. Okay, when I give the rows and columns it will be given like this. Okay, if I provide a square matrix, okay, there is no compulsion of giving certain elements. We can free to give any number of elements here. Okay, if I go with the size of the matrix, this is the thing. Okay, under same lines, this is our uh, unity matrix. Under same lines I can go for null matrix. Again for a rectangular matrix. Okay, again under same lines I can go for square matrix of null matrix by using size of the matrix also. Okay, this is the thing. Till now we are creating the matrices by giving some instruction. Now we can assign one matrices, and from that matrices we can draw our required elements. Okay, so we will see how to create. Already we know how to create the matrices. Again I am giving this. So for column to column we give the space, and row to row we give the semicolon. Okay, so once I will check. Okay, this is the thing I required. Okay, so from this, okay, from this A matrix, if I want have only the diagonal elements, that means 3 to 6. Okay, diagonal elements, if I want, I use the function of DIAG. Okay, diagonal for shortcut we give the DIAG function. If I give that matrix name, if I give this matrix name, okay, I will store that diagonal elements in a variable of s. Okay, so no need problem, we can in the answer also we can say, just for cross verifying I'm just doing this. Okay, so my answer will be, I'm guessing my answer will be 3 to 6. We will check once. Okay, 3 to 6. If you observe here, whatever the matrix, I mean whatever the values is there, it will be represented in column matrix. Okay, so whatever the diagonal elements is there, it will be represented in column matrix. Okay, so for the same A matrix, whatever the A matrix is there, if you want to make it as an upper triangle matrix, upper triangle matrix is nothing but in principal diagonal elements, whatever the principal diagonal elements, the lower elements will become as 0. We are having only the upper elements. Okay, how to convert this A matrix, I mean this A matrix into an upper triangular matrix, we will see. Okay, I'm assigning the variable w for this. For this we using an function try u. Okay, tri try u. So tri try is a triangular matrix and u for upper triangular matrix. Okay, okay, you may observe here. So whatever this lower elements is, the elements below our principal diagonal, it becomes as 0. Okay, I'm simply calling our A matrix again. Okay, in similar lines, if I want to make a lower triangle matrix, previously I am calling for upper triangular matrix, now I am making it as lower triangular matrix. Instead of U, I will make it as an L, lower triangle. So whatever the upper elements above our upper triangular, it will become as 0. Okay, this is regarding how to perform the diagonals, upper triangular and lower triangle elements. Okay, now for the same A matrix, if I want to find out what is the size of the matrix, I know by looking this it will be in 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, it will be a 3 by 3 matrix. But if I want to know what will be the size of this matrix, I just give the function size of A and enter. It will gives what will be the rows and what will be the columns in a row vector. Previously, when I call for the diagonal matrix, it will be in the column vector. But when I go for this size of the matrix, it will represent the row vector. Okay. For the same A matrix, if I want to find out the det, previously when I go for this 2 by 2 matrix, AD minus BC, I can give it as an det. Okay. For the 3 by 3 matrix, we can perform various methods. Okay. But here, with a single instruction, det of whatever the matrix name, I just give, it provides the det of it. Okay. In similar lines, we can perform inverse also. For the inverse, we are having different options. For first thing, we will see INV of A. Okay. When I give the inverse, it mentions this is the thing. For the same inverse, we can also give completely the function name as inverse also. In the short form, we can give INV, or in complete format, we can give inverse also. Maybe the toolbox is not available. Okay, some functions will not be available in the toolboxes, so it not appearing, but we can use this. They're asking for download all the things, so I'm asking we can use this function also for calculating the inverse. Just remember that thing. Okay, in similar fashion, to find out the rank of the matrix, we are having the shortcut rank of A. Okay, so rank of the matrix is string. And to find out the row echelons form, whatever the reduced row echelons form, we are using the function RREF. Okay, so this is the 3 by 3 matrix. We are representing the row echelons form in this format. Okay, for the same, sorry, I already stated that our matrices, whatever our MATLAB is in case sensitive element. Okay, so to find out the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of this matrix, we use the function EIG. Okay, EIG of our matrix. Okay, these are the eigen values of our matrices. Okay, so there is one more function. Instead of giving the elements every time, if you want to create any matrices randomly, instead of giving the inputs by user, there is one function rand. We just provide we can give the some higher values. Okay, so randomly we can generate a 5 by 5 matrix. Okay, randomly we can generate. Mostly these type of data will be used for analysis purpose. Okay, and one more thing I want to say here, if you want to know about any um, function, if you want to know about any function here in your MATLAB, we can go with an help. Okay, we can go with help and asking what about that function. Okay, so when we give the help and giving the function name, it gives the entire data and with an examples also, it is providing. So already we stated that I use an identity matrix. Okay, so it is displayed by number of rows and columns. Okay, and whatever the diagonal elements will be the ones and rest of the elements will be your zeros. And we also provide the size of the matrix. Okay, if we didn't provide any scalar value, I mean whatever the matrices, it will be taking the scalar quantity, that means diagonal elements as 1. Okay, so like that I providing the different ways and including some example also. So if you want to know more about your any functions, we can go with this help function also. So by this I think you may get a clear idea about your matrix functions, and thank you.